Hello everybody. Welcome back for day 2 of our client attraction bootcamp. Say hello as you guys are hopping on. Let me know that you are here. And I know that we've had some new people that just joined. So if you missed yesterday's training, the first training, we talked about how to build authority and stand out in a saturated market to become the number one choice. And each day does build upon each other. So if you missed that after this training, make sure you go to the guides section of the Facebook group and you can catch all of the replays there. And today we are talking about you know what? My mind just went blank for a second. We are talking about how to craft your irresistible high ticket offer. Craft that offer that your audience can't resist. So let me know who is ready to do that. Let me know as you guys are hopping on. And I just have to say that I am so impressed with all of you. I have seen you showing up. I see you commenting. I see you doing your homework. Some of you have reached out to me to ask questions. And every single time I do this, I always say this, but it really is true. I always think there's going to be a clear winner for the scholarship, somebody that just really stands out and put in the extra effort. But you guys are really showing up and committing and showing me once again, this is going to be a much harder choice than I originally thought it was going to be. So for those of you that are new, really quickly, don't forget, tomorrow and Thursday are huge days. So today we're putting together that irresistible offer. Tomorrow we're going to talk about how you can stop chasing down your one-to-one clients and start confidently selling this offer that we're creating today to a large audience. And then Thursday we have a special bonus training. It's going to be on Zoom. So first I'm going to be sharing with you guys the exact framework that my clients use inside Profit Elimination Academy to create consistent 5-figure months. And then we're going to be announcing the scholarship winner and opening it up for live coaching. So I'm going to help you guys get unstuck, help you move the needle forward in your business, answer questions. So make sure, if at all possible, of course we'll have the replay, but if at all possible, join me on Zoom so that you can actually get some live coaching and get unstuck. And that's on Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then last reminder, and we are hopping right into this because we have a lot to cover today. If you are catching replays, make sure to do everything by next Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, all of our trainings are going to disappear until the next time we have a client attraction bootcamp. And as always, I'll have some new stuff for you. So make sure that you catch up, take notes, whatever you need to do by next Tuesday night, because everything's going to disappear Wednesday morning. All right, so today we want to create that offer that your audience can't resist, an offer that gets your clients real results, right? Because that's why we're in this business. That's why we're coaches, is because we truly care and we want to help people and we want to serve them. But also then not only are they happy, but then they're giving referrals to their friends. They're talking about you in Facebook groups. They start to do some of the marketing for you. Hello, everybody. And so I'm going to be really honest with you guys. At first, are you going to have to grind to get clients? Absolutely. You cannot just announce your offer once or twice and expect people to come out of the woodwork, right? You are going to have to put in the work up front. You're going to have to get your name out there. But the ultimate goal, if you're doing this right, is then people start to do some of the marketing for you, right? So somebody says something in a Facebook group about, hey, I'm struggling with XYZ, this is what I'm looking for. And somebody says, oh, you know who's really good at that? Fabio, just help me do that. He's got the best program out there. I had other people, I've taken other courses, but he actually finally got me the results. And then 4 or 5 people are all then reaching out to you. But at first, you have got to be your own brand ambassador. You are going to be tired of talking about your stuff, your offer, your program. Are there things that you can do to make the process quicker, like running ads to kind of automate the lead generation? Absolutely. But if you guys have been with me for a while, I'm sure you've heard me say you either have to spend your time or you have to spend your money. Meaning you have to spend your money on ads or you have to spend your time to do it organically, right? So with that being said, yesterday we talked about the 5 secrets to stand out in a saturated market, and one of those secrets was creating that irresistible offer. So we're going to break this training down today into 2 parts, right? Because the first part is how you're going to message your offer, the marketing part of it, the part that you're going to talk to your audience about. And then the second part of the training is going to be the tactical part, how you're going to actually create that offer that's going to give people the results that they want, so that you're helping them get the real results. And then they start giving you those referrals. So my goal for you today is to understand what makes an offer go from, I could get that anywhere, whatever, like, I don't know what makes this special, to take my money, here is my credit card, I need this program. That is what we want. That is the goal. And once you have that nailed down, then tomorrow we're going to talk about how you can sell this irresistible offer, because if you are not selling, then you don't have a real business. You just have a really time-consuming hobby. And if you are not selling, you can't truly help people and give them that full transformation that we are going to talk a lot about today, okay? All right, so let's create that offer that is going to have your audience throwing their credit card at you. And the first part, let me share my screen here. All right. So like I mentioned, the first part we're going to talk about is the actual marketing part. So these are the core elements of your marketing message. And just to be clear, this is the part that you need to know so that when you're talking about your offer, these are the things that you're going to talk about. So you're going to talk about exactly who it helps, right? If you are this person that is struggling with this, then I have something to help you, right? Second thing, and don't worry, we're going to break all these down. Would I be able to turn this offer to group coaching? Yes, this is for group coaching, actually. Well, you can do it as one-on-one as well, but I actually try to encourage my clients to do group coaching because that's what makes it scalable. If you're only doing one-on-one at some point, you get to a point where you can't scale because there's only so many hours in a day. So I really encourage doing group coaching. So, second thing, what is that person's ultimate desire? And when I say that, I mean, what do they want more than anything else? And if you remember from yesterday, I said people buy for emotional reasons. So what are the feelings and emotions that surround that desire? Get super specific. And what is their biggest pain point, their biggest struggle? Not what you think it is. What are they saying it is? Then the third thing is what makes your method new and exciting. And I kind of touched on this yesterday, and don't worry, we're not reinventing the wheel, and we'll talk about it more today. The fourth thing is the core belief. What is the core belief of your audience? What must they believe to sign up for your offer, right? The fifth thing is what is the tangible transformation that you are giving them? And when I say tangible transformation, I mean, what is the attainable result? What is the outcome they will achieve at the end of your program? And then the sixth part is how can you answer your potential clients' objections? Okay, and so these are things that your audience, usually it has nothing at all to do with you or your program. It's something like, well, I've tried other stuff in the past that hasn't worked. I don't have time, whatever. You need to get clear on what your audience is thinking or the reasons this isn't going to work for them so that you can answer those objections when you're talking to them about your offer. Now, inside PIA, my program, we go into a whole bunch of detail. We break down all of these elements to ensure that your messaging is on point. But if you don't remember anything else that I teach you today, this is the one thing I want you to remember. You're not selling your program. You are selling the transformation. You are selling the ultimate desire that they want. You're selling the possibility, the dream life that will come true if they were to follow through with everything that you told them to do, right? If they were your best client ever and did everything, you are selling them that outcome. So I'm going to say that again because it's really important. You are not selling your program. You are selling the transformation, the possibility of that amazing dream life, okay? And so in your workbook, it says, what makes your offer truly irresistible? And the answer is, it's how well you can articulate, meaning how well you can communicate to your audience the full transformation and show them that you are the expert that can get them to that transformation, to that dream life, that outcome, faster and easier than anyone else can. This is the key. Once you start focusing on this, then you are golden. And so we talked a little bit about the full transformation yesterday rather than just offering them one piece of the pie, right? That automatically puts you leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else. So depending on what you do, it could be offering accountability or some kind of customized support or mindset, whatever it is that you need to give them that they would not be able to achieve with some cheap membership or a free YouTube video, right? That is what is going to allow you to charge more. Then, once you're charging more, you can give your clients your full energy, your full attention to get them to that transformation without you getting burnt out and you getting paid what you actually deserve, right? And so the next thing I want to talk about is the tangible result. Because especially if you're in health and wellness, sometimes a tangible result can be really, really hard to explain, right? Because saying something like, you're going to have more energy, or you're going to feel more confident throughout your day isn't measurable. And it can make the sale really hard sometimes. And the reason is because those words can mean something different to a lot of people. So here's a really good rule of thumb. I didn't put this in your workbook, but you might want to write this down. If you were to ask 20 people what a word means to them. So if you were to say, what does confidence mean to you? You ask 20 of your ideal clients, would everybody give you the same answer? Or would you get 15 to 20 different answers, right? If you said, what does energy mean to you? One person might say, I wake up and get out of bed feeling, ready to start the day instead of super drowsy. Somebody else might say it means being able to run a marathon, right? You're going to get all different types of answers. So how can we make the results tangible? And you're going to do that by making them super specific. This is in your workbook too. To articulate a tangible result, you need to be very specific on the desired outcome. And don't worry, I'm going to break this down some more. So this is why it's important, what I was talking yesterday about doing your research, to know your client inside and out. So for example, if you help busy moms gain energy and get their confidence back, that's great for kind of a generalized statement when somebody says, what do you do? But when you're messaging your offer, remember we're talking about the transformation and the end result. You might say something about getting their energy back, but then you're going to also say, imagine if you could run to the end of the block with your kid without being out of breath, right? So again, this comes down to knowing what your client wants. This is for busy moms, so that makes sense. For confidence, it might be something like, imagine building sandcastles on the beach with your kids and not wearing your cover up and dying of heat because you feel confident in your two-piece for the first time in 5 years or whatever it is. First time since having kids, right? See how I made that super specific and tangible? You're painting what their dream life could look like. So if you are a manifestation coach, it may be something around, imagine having the relationship that you have always desired, waking up next to your dream partner, waking up next to the love of your life, right? If you help with relationships, or it could be something around money. But imagine having money to take that trip that you've been dreaming about for 5 years or something like that. You're getting super specific. And what I want you to realize is that I didn't just make up this random stuff about them on the beach or running to the end of the block with kids. I did my market research, and those were the exact words that they were using. So then that's what I'm using in my messaging. So another example is like business and marketing, right? What I do now. So when my clients join PIA, they have a lot of intangible outcomes, right? So for example, they find more confidence in themselves. They start to have some aha moments, right? Business and kind of personally related. They start to set better boundaries for themselves, not just in their business, but in their personal life as well. They start to realize what their time is worth and start charging more, right? All these personal development things. But that's not what I talk about in my marketing, because I've done my research, and the two things that I hear over and over again is, I really want to help people and I really want to make some money so I can quit my job. So then everything that I'm saying, I'm getting ultra specific with those tangible results of, imagine if you could work with 10 clients a month and make over $10,000 a month consistently so that you can quit your job. Imagine if you had a scalable and repeatable system to make multi-six-figure business, because I know that that's the stuff they really care about. Even though there's all these other intangible results that they're going to get, that's not what I'm leading with, okay? And the reason I'm drilling this in so hard, because I feel like I'm being a little repetitive, is because I can't tell you how many clients, when they come to me, are true experts. They are amazing at what they do. They should be landing tons of clients, but they're not, because they're not focusing on the tangible result. They're either, one, focusing on the stuff that's inside of their program, like in module 1, we're going to do this, this, and this, and then module 2, we're going to do this, or they're being too generic and broad. And it's because they're worried about alienating someone that could be a good fit for the program. But what happens when they're not specific is they're not hitting those pain points, which means they're not hitting those emotions. And remember, people buy for emotional reasons. So then nobody's really resonating with it. Nobody's having that deep connection that says, yes, I should pull out my credit card, right? So that's the difference. And when you start focusing on that end result, that transformation, then you can reverse engineer it, okay? And so one more example on this, and then we're going to move on because we have a lot to cover, is perfect example of marketing. Airlines. They do not advertise, if it's a commercial or a billboard or whatever it is, they don't advertise you have to show up to the airport 2 hours early, you have to stand in line at security, you have to stand in line at your tickets, you have to take off your shoes, then you're going to sit in a middle seat for 6 hours, you're going to have a layover, you're going to be starving because all you have is a bag of peanuts, right? They don't go into any of that. Their advertisements show the end result. They show you sitting at your dream vacation with a margarita in your hand, right? They show you the outcome. They show you what your life is going to be like. That is what I want you to think about in everything you do with your marketing, right? How can you be the airline that is showing what the destination looks like? Then the next thing I want to talk about that I mentioned yesterday is the new and exciting method, right? And I know a lot of people get really tripped up by this. So when I say that, I mean, you're going to show them, here is this old way, here's all this stuff that you've already tried, and here's why my way is better, right? Here's what you've been missing. Here's why you've never gotten the results. And yesterday I shared with you my example, right, of I'm not the first person ever to come up with this launch method, but I'm speaking directly to people that have been getting one-to-one clients and they're getting burnout and they're ready to scale and turn it into a group program so they can bring in more people and have a consistent income. Another example is one of my clients, Michelle. So she's a health and wellness coach, and she specifically focuses on hormones and your cycle, right? And so she targets women that have tried all the fad diets, have tried the crazy cardio workouts, have tried all the stuff, and they just can't seem to lose the weight, right? She's saying, hey, guess what? Here's why this stuff hasn't worked for you, because it's actually geared towards men, and it doesn't take into account that depending on where you are in your cycle, you need to treat your body differently, to nourish your body differently, to get the most out of it. That's why you haven't lost weight, right? This isn't brand new information. We know that hormones affect your body. But to someone that has tried everything else and it hasn't worked and they're fed up and they're saying, why can't I freaking lose this weight no matter what I do? This sounds new and exciting. And so she is charging, it's either $2,400 or $2,500 per person. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's over $2,000. And she can do that because she's customized this program for each person. Even though it is a group program, she does some customization in it. And then she's providing the full transformation that they couldn't get out of anything else, right? And so they are more than happy to pay these prices because they're actually going to get that full transformation and get something different, get something new and exciting. All right. So you guys, are you with me so far? Drop some emojis. Let me know that you are still here. It's kind of quiet over in the chat. I don't see anything flying past me. So that is the marketing side. That is the part that you are sharing with your audience, okay? Now we're going to talk about the tactical side, meaning how are you actually going to make an offer that's going to get, yay, thank you guys. How are you going to make an offer that's actually going to give your clients the full transformation, right? Because that's why we're in this. We actually want to serve people and get them the results so that they're happy and you feel like you're doing a good job as a coach, and so that then you're bringing more people in. So, very first thing I want to say before we dive into this is, and this is just something that I have learned over time, I'm going to highly, highly, highly recommend to you not to make a whole bunch of pre-recorded videos. Yes, you want to have an outline. Yes, you want to have some stuff made and know how you're going to get your client from A to B, right? But the mistake I made, and the mistake I see people make all the time, is they feel like they have to have everything done before clients come in. And then what ends up happening is you get a few clients in and you realize, oh crap, what they really need is this, and I need to re-record all these videos. And so let me just save you a whole bunch of headache and frustration. And like I was sleepless nights basically, because I was up until 2 a.m. recording this 6-week program. And then as soon as people started coming in, I realized, crap, I need to go redo all this stuff. So let me save you a whole bunch of time up front and say, have a good outline, have what you need prepared, but just stay a couple weeks ahead of them if you plan on pre-recording stuff so that you're not redoing everything. The other mistake that I see coaches make all the time, and this is just something that with time you get better and better at, but I see people, they just want to word vomit everything they possibly know because they want to give their clients as much information as possible, right? They want to feel like they are giving them all the knowledge in the world. What ends up happening if you give your clients too much is you overwhelm them and then they don't take any real action. And if they're not taking any real action, they're not getting results. So you have to, even though that's coming from the best intentions by you trying to give them all this information, is dial it back and figure out what exactly do I need to give them to get them to take action, right? Speak less, be wise. Yes, I love that. All right, so your goal is to figure out the milestones and how you can measure these milestones. So, first thing you want to know is, what is your client's point A And what is their point B? And what I mean when I say that, so point A is, where are they starting from? What are their pain points? What are their struggles? And remember, we're getting ultra specific, and I'm going to show you an example in a minute. Then what is their point B? Meaning, what is the ultimate desire? What is that specific tangible result? What does their dream life look like? Okay, so that's in your workbook. What is the point A? It's where they're starting from. They're struggling, their pain points. The point B is that end result, that desire that they want more than anything else. So we're just going to take a kind of quick example here. So we're just going to say, for this example, point A is they're 30 pounds overweight, they're exhausted, they're lacking confidence, they don't want to wear a bathing suit, they're not comfortable when they try on clothes in the dressing room, right? They hate going to try on clothes. All they want is to be able to fit in their favorite pair of jeans again. Point B, their dream life, they're 30 pounds lighter, they feel confident playing with their kids on the beach in a two-piece. They can finally fit into their old jeans again. They can run around with their kids without running out of energy. They can make it through the day without drinking 5 cups of coffee, right? So, first thing I want to point out is, see how tangible and specific I got with that point A and point B, right? That's the first thing, because that's what people are going to pay top dollar for. Now, we're going to talk about, how are we going to actually get them from here to here? All right, so again, point A is that 30 pounds overweight. What do I need to get them to take their first baby step? And for this example, you guys, I'm going to make it really, really simple. Please know that I know there's going to be a lot more that goes into this. But so we're just going to say, this person doesn't exercise at all. They're not doing anything active. So our very first tiny little milestone is just, we want them to walk every day. Okay, so here's the questions you need to ask yourself. What is everything that I need to do to make them get to this first milestone? So what do I need to do to get them to walk for 30 minutes a day? What do I need to teach them? Do I need to talk about time management? Do I need to talk about the mindset piece of it, so that when they're exhausted at the end of the day, or like when they feel like they have a busy day, they'll actually stick with it? Do I need to check in on them to make sure that they're accountable and actually doing it? Do I need to give them some kind of tracker? What is everything that I need to give them and teach them so they actually start doing this first step? Okay, now they're walking every day. What do I need to give them to get to this next step? And again, we're just going to make this super simple. So we're going to say they need healthy and quick recipes. Okay? What do I include in my program for that, right? Do I educate them on macros? What do I teach them calories? Do I give them quick and easy recipes? Do I show them how to make the food fun for the whole family? What is everything that my ideal client needs to have and needs to know to make it to this next step? And then you're just going to keep going, and you're going to keep doing that for every single step, so that all these little steps add up to this big point B, this dream life, right? And keep in mind, you're probably going to have a bunch of you might have little tiny baby steps in between these two baby steps, right? But basically what you're doing is, at every step, asking yourself some questions to make sure that you're giving them everything they can need. So here's some considerations for each milestone. What is their point A? And when I say that, yes, we have our big point A, but also in between each milestone, we have, like, this is another point A, point B, like a tiny point A and point B. So for each one, where are they starting from? That's their point A. What is their point B? What is the ultimate urgent desire? If I could wave a magic wand and give them their dream life, what is that going to look like? And what is the result that would make them throw my credit card, or their credit card, at me? And then what are the signs that this transformation has taken place? That's that tangible part I was telling you. Are they running around the beach without a cover-up on? If you help people with back pain, are they able to bend over and tie their shoes without extreme pain? Are they able to pick up their kids? And you're going to do this for each and every milestone, and you're going to list out, what do I need to give them to help them reach this milestone? What do I need to teach them to help them reach this milestone? And what action do they have to take, right? Because you're a coach. Part of your job is to get them to take action, but you also have to remember that the responsibility also relies on them. You can't go walk the miles for them or cook the meals for them. They have to do some stuff on their own, okay? And then, how are you going to know? How are you going to measure at each milestone? Oh, they're ready to go on to the next, okay? And this can absolutely be done. It's actually meant for a group program. So there might be a little checklist at the end of every module, or however you have it laid out, that's telling them, have you done this, this, and this, right? Have you reached here? Now you're ready to move on. And it's going to look a little bit different depending on your niche for each thing. So just to be clear on two things here. Number one, I'm helping you guys create a really good outline, but we only have an hour, right? And I feel like we're already, I don't even know what time it is now. Yeah, we're already over halfway there. Inside PIA, my program, we go into a lot more depth, right? I take clients kind of on this journey of how we can diagnose the problem and how we can figure out what symptoms they're having and the causes of the symptoms. But if you get super clear on their point A and their point B, and then the tiny milestones in between, you are going to be able to create a really good outline for your program. The second thing that I want to be super clear on here is that this part that we just made, the outline or you're going to make tonight, right? Because you probably didn't have time to do the whole thing. You're going to brainstorm on this later. This outline is for you. This is not the part that you're going to share with your audience. Because if you go to your audience and you say, well, I'm going to make you walk 30 minutes every day, I'm going to make you cook healthy meals, I'm going to make you do 30 minutes of back stretches, they're going to think, I can just get that on YouTube, right? You're not showing them this part. If they ask questions, obviously you want to be able to answer those questions. But in your marketing, you're doing the first part that we talked about. You're talking about the transformation and what is possible, okay? So, how you want to think about yourself, kind of going back to that airline example that I talked about earlier, you want to think of your program as the private jet experience. You are going to show them, I can get you to your final destination, your dream vacation, your dream life, faster and easier than another program could, right? Who wouldn't rather take the private jet where you actually have leg room, where you have someone that helps you through every step of the way, where you actually have food and not just one bag of peanuts, right? They help you get there faster and easier. You don't have the layovers. Who wouldn't take that? I would take that option any day, right? So that's the difference. You are the private jet that is getting them to that dream destination. And so what I want you to remember for your messaging is always, 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 and this is in your workbook, always lead with what they want. Not what you as the expert know they need. You know they need all that stuff that we just talked about in the outline. But what you're going to lead with is what they want. And once you nail that messaging, and it may take you a little bit to get there, you are golden, okay? So your homework for today, what is their point A? Where are they starting from? What are they thinking? What are they struggling with? And remember, get super specific and tangible with this. What is their point B? Meaning, if you could wave a magic wand and give them their dream life, solve the problem related to what you do, what would their day-to-day look like? Get super specific about what that transformation looks like. If you're a yoga teacher that works with people with back pain, again, like I said earlier, are they bending over to tie their shoes? Are they picking up their kids without pain? Are they able to make it through their day without just wanting to lay down, right? How can you get super specific? And remember, you guys, I will be posting the homework thread. If you want to be in the running for the scholarship, make sure you're putting your answers on the homework thread so that I can keep track of everybody. And then tomorrow, first of all, I want you guys to spend some time today actually mapping out this outline, thinking of everything that you need to give them to get them to take real action. And then tomorrow, we're going to talk about how you can sell this offer confidently to a large group, okay? And then again, for those that weren't here at the beginning, Thursday, mark your calendar, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We are meeting on Zoom. I'm sharing the exact framework that my clients inside PIA use. Then we're opening it up to a live Q&A. So if you can make that one live, please, please, please be there. Of course, you have access to the replays all the way until next Tuesday if you can't, but I would love to see you live so I can actually give you some coaching. And that is everything for today, you guys. So make sure you do your homework. Everything has to be done. If you're catching up and watching replays, finish your homework by Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, because we'll be announcing the scholarship during that live on Zoom. And again, you guys reach out to me if you have questions, shoot me a private message, ask me in the Facebook group. I am here to support you guys this week, okay? So just let me know what you need, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.